Yo, back again. Yes, as I mentioned, gonna be back on the reel again. I'm kind of having some fun with this. It's kind of getting into a bit of everything. And it's also pointing out the fact that a lot of this old design I never got around to doing any sort of motion for. So there might be some opportunity to start animating some content. I have to think about how I display certain things. I don't know. It's an interesting challenge. As I broke some files on the... I was just organizing some assets finally instead of just having shit living all over my desktop. Good idea to organize it a little bit. So I'm just not going to waste any time. I have to do desktop stream. Yep. Oh, yeah. I got an ad looking for a printer, and it was like, the colors of this printer are awesome. It's like, it's large format, but I didn't know how large format. I just copied the name, and my God, if this isn't the biggest printer I've ever seen, like, that's a computer. This thing needs a fucking warehouse. It's 4 feet by 8 feet. UV flatbed printer. If you want to know what to get me for Christmas, 1, rent out a warehouse. 2, fill it with said printer. It's the V7000. Thank you. I don't know, like, who buys this. Like, I know at Apple they had this crazy big plotter that was like $15,000 or something. I can't even imagine what this thing costs. What the upkeep is on it. Like, this has got to be like a print studio uses something like this. Wild. Wild. Yeah, might as well get to it. I don't know how much music production I'm going to do. I've been doing a lot of retiming of things and trying to get things synced up properly, but also realizing that I might be able to do this properly now. But this little adapter thing. The latency with my Bluetooth headphones in terms of trying to sync up the audio. Like, I'm looking at everything with the delay, so I'm going to try and hardwire real fast. I don't know if this is going to fix it or not. Trying to think of a good way to test it to see if the latency is any better. Maybe just going live real fast. Again, I have to check the levels to make sure I don't blow your eardrums. But seems pretty close. I did a little bit of cleanup too. The drum's still bothering me a lot. There's still lag. Yeah, there's about 1/4 of a second lag, seems like. So I don't know. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do this, because I thought hardwiring. Maybe if I disconnect Bluetooth. And then audio output, external headphones. I don't hear anything. Ah. Why not? I wonder if they connected to something else. I think that this would. Huh. I've never tried this before, so of course I pick a great time to do it. So I may like just turn the audio off for now, and then I might have to sit here with my like computer speakers because I don't have any monitors. Um, Probably should invest in that at some point. Um, I've kind of just made do with the offset, like the latency. But the fact that this isn't even working right now is like a wired is really frustrating. But that's okay. I don't need this. So if I do work on music, it'll be isolated to just working um, on the track and refining some things. But any sort of like syncing right now, it's kind of a. I spent so long just like, wait, that's right, but then I don't know if what I'm hearing is wrong, right or not. So this is kind of where things are at right now. It was really about trying to find pacing in a way that I think works. I added this in here, so this is um, so this kind of got the gears turning in my head in terms of like um, the right way to go about representing things. Like I don't have to be so straightforward with it. So I think stuff like this, there's ways. So like if I'm going to show more of Ari's project, I think there could be an interesting way to show all the different project tiles that were done. Maybe even as videos that, because I don't know, like there's something about this that just feels so much more impressive and like it doesn't give any context as to what it is. I don't think I'm gonna have any additional copy on it. Um, and yeah, this is all fucked up too. So I'm just kind of looking for opportunities right now to fix things a little bit. I think I might just get rid of that scroll in just because it's such a mind fuck and I don't know where the original assets are. You can see like there's just little discrepancies um, in alignment, and I'm just not going to worry about it. But I do think there's one opportunity. I think so for me to talk about my typeface. This is this like just still is pretty underwhelming. I think there's a way to do something that's a bit more interesting. I think it's going to be some screen capturing. Let's all look at upgrading fonts. I don't know if there's a way for me to organize this window in a way that looks presentable. Maybe stacking these. So at least it's clean. I don't know if I'm gonna want to like, I don't know, consolidate this a little bit more. But at least for like screen recording, there's something something clean potentially. I almost want to do something more that's just like typing something out. I just don't know what that is just yet, so let me at least run the features so that way I get my ligatures. So all these warnings probably aren't necessary, but it's okay. So what I use for screen recording is called Screen Flick. I think it's very useful. Don't record microphone. That'll probably fuck things up. Don't record camera. Record full screen. And so I can cap it at 1080p. Although that's not. Oh, I guess with the menu bar. Okay, that's fine. I don't like this. Might get weird. Dual capturing of screens. What else could I do with this? Huh, forgot I had that. So that's just a quick sample, kind of a placeholder. I might just export this out. Guess ProRes. This will be a quick test more than anything. There's got to be a much better way of doing this. It did, actually, it did record. Yeah, see, this is like underwhelming as fuck. How could I do this? Messy. I think if I just make the preview window huge. Oh, I hope I have my workspaces saved. Workspace. I did not save the workspace. Save workspace. Okay, so at least that's here. I wonder if I can just. And then settings. Oh, you can't go any bigger than that? That? Or another way could be showing the type spec on my site. Oh, good. I know my own site. Interesting. Oh, haven't seen that before. Haven't seen this before. Well, that's all very fascinating. And fun. It's almost like a staggered load in, but this would be such a pain in the ass to do. And it's kind of like a cost benefit with this. I don't want to burn countless hours on it. But I don't think this is going to be it. This just is fucked. What happened? Ah, I might have to update this real fast. Sorry, website stuff real fast. Never get away from it. Yeah, so I'm going to listen to some music. I can't count how many times I've listened to Vince Staples' new album, largely because it's so damn short, but I think it's so well done. It's just grown on me the more I listen to it. Felt like something fell. I don't know what that was about. Um, so I thought I fixed this. Why is this doing this? Oh, it's because this font is in view width. This is where things just are prone to get weird and break at some points. I mean, realistically, this is probably going to break pretty often. So at least that fixes some of it. Gives me a little more leeway. It'll still break at a point, but should break on most. So this is where problems are. Slider contents. What is going on here? Do I have this? I feel like I deleted it. Oh, I think I made a pretty big fuck up on this. Because that was our actual type. So I might need to go to backup, see what I can find. Sorry, this might be a little bit more of a push. But when that goes in the background, at least I can kind of jump up. Some of these like backups take a little bit to get to. I think there could be a nice like push. So here, if this moves position, that's not even on. None of these are on. So 10. Why the fuck can I see the bounding box of it? Huh. Could put this next stuff underneath it. But I kind of would like it if it just, if this is almost like a different section from above. And so this next one scrolls in. But I feel like I need to pre-compose this anyways. But yeah, the assets for this are defunct. Let me see if this is read only. Okay, so I might be able to recover this. Come on, fingers crossed. Nope. I fucked this up a while ago, huh? Okay, well that goes. Recompose. Gucci Garden. So I'll do the same. So I'm trying this 90-40 keyframe velocity. Oh. Right, that's like right here. Let's see. Okay. It's lined up, position. I'm kind of doing this backwards, but that's okay. I have this right at the edge. This is where the keyframe velocity is so important, because you can just mathematically get both of these to ease at the same. Well, in theory, I think the distances aren't congruent. The timing might be off. Timing is not the issue. Problem is I can't see the fucking bounding box to know like when it's at the edge. No, don't want to show it. I am just really confused as usual. Sorry, I just gotta check a couple things. Yeah. Let me check on. Let's see. Gave me a heart attack the first time. I was like, oh, so their backups just don't work, but they do work. They just need a little time sometimes. Maybe not. Well, give it a minute. So I need to understand why I can't see this. It doesn't end. Position. Could be 540. Close. It's just, yeah, the amount of pixels it's moving aren't 1-to-1. So you can see there's like a 1 pixel gap develops, and you can see what's underneath, which is this. Actually, if I just trim this and it doesn't show that 1 pixel, that's not the biggest fish for me to fry right now. In this clip itself, it is not like the pacing on like how I used to animate was just like slightly painful. Time, maybe the time mapping. This is another one that should be done off of a null position. Because you can see it kind of like, it's a little weird with like everything that's going on. There's like the pull in of the video happening as the whole composition is moving up. So it kind of has that kind of like up and down sort of feel to it, but it almost feels kind of dynamic. I wonder if I speed it up, it might happen before it gets to that like heavy easing at the end. Because I really want to show this whole thing. I don't know if this is gonna be like lightning fast. I haven't done a ton of this. Yeah, that's pretty quick. Let's check on it. You're really not gonna work, huh? I don't know which one it was, but let's try this one. So what I might do is I might just remap this beginning section and kind of just fuck with time just a bit. So if I get to here, I know I want this to be resolved. Maybe just starting to get resolved. I haven't done this a lot. I feel like I need to get to a spot where it stops. Because if you start like ramping up time, it's gonna just look like you can ease it. Oh god. So now I just want to retime this movement here. So I'm gonna just keep moving this stuff. And so I wanted like the idea for the pacing is it's just gonna be like a couple longer things with just like quick JPEGs in between. So I don't need to like animate absolutely everything. Fuck. Okay, here we go. It's like maybe their backups really don't work. This might be it from a week ago. I just need to pull the gallery. Where did I, pack my box with 5 dozen liquor jugs. Holy smokes. This is the beauty of these backups, like, and it wouldn't have been that hard to redo. Oh, I had to remove bindings. Wait, what is this pulling from? Don't tell me slider contents. It is. But this doesn't use any fucking slider contents. That's what I don't understand. There's nothing. Okay, maybe I can copy this. That's what's so strange is like I think I initially built it so there would be some CMS tie-in, but kind of got to a point where it's like I'm using live text. I don't really need to manage that in the CMS. Yeah, my computer's fucking cooking. I'm like right in the middle. My air conditioner, my computer under my desk. Well, I got all day, boys. Come on. Wait. I need these tabs open. Yeah, I love all my typos and everything. I'm that idiot that shows up on like the analytics of like, this. Some people just don't know how to spell. Wait. What if I copy this and then close it? Uh-huh. Smart like a fox. Oh. There's no bindings in this. Yes. Still not the greatest examples, but it's better than what was there before. Say that. And so that's fixed. The hero is fixed. I'm slightly concerned because I know there was something I was working on that I didn't finish, and I don't know what it was. There's a good reason why I didn't push it live. And I knew I'd find myself in the situation of I should probably finish this because they're going to fix something else, push it live, and then weeks later realize that you fucked everything up. This is where I get to like moments of just like burnout with my website. I'm just like, I literally can't do this anymore. And I haven't touched this very much at all. I've been making some incremental improvements. I'm going to keep doing it. I think I was talking with someone on here before about integrating Lottie, what that could look like. Oh, these are all, not all, some are backwards. Ah, that's in the, that is in the link. Fix that. So I switched the order of the arrows, all being in front. And so that's, so you could see it in here. There's an issue with this. T-link arrow, but it's not. Duplicate class. Parent. Where was that? I don't understand where that spacing was coming from, but let's do that. Okay. So this is like, so if I update different versions of Stream Deck or the TV app, anything like this, actually, parent, this should be padding instead, so I can keep the bottom line connected. There is a little like 1 pixel overlap, but that's okay. I can learn to live with that. But at least that fixes that. I remember that bugging me. I do want to make the active state a little more apparent. Maybe have a little more fun with it. I've got a long list of things I want to do, but I also have non-website things I really want to do. So these might not get done for a while. See, this is where it's all pulling from originals. So one was set from here, and one was set from a secondary link type as like an X. This was So it's probably going to be confusing, but I'm also leveraging this for the um, um, so this conditional visibility. So I have to change this. Okay. Hey. So that's so I can just have the same input. So if anything's coming soon, there's no link out to it. It becomes a down link here. Little weird. I know. It was kind of a post fix, like as this index became a router, instead of like it was all sending you down the page, now it's actually like going to these pages. So you don't have to go through this long scroll. But there was a little bit of mindfuckery in terms of like conditional visibility. How do I get something that's like, I want it to show up as an X, like it's not clickable here, but it's like doesn't show up with that X here, it has a down arrow. So all that fun stuff. Really, really fun. Lots of systemizing too, but I'm like trying to find out and remember what I was working on. I'm sorry this is going a little bit longer. Well, that's interesting. I think this might be what I was talking about. Slider contents. So this should be originals. This is what I was working on. So basically I had two different collections I had that were powering these carousels. There was basically I had a different one from the landing page on originals, and I couldn't for the life of me understand why the fuck I would do something like that. I would have to update assets in two different places. I would have to track changes across it, like just like I don't know. Why? So here I'm fixing it. But I guess I didn't update every page. I think that's what I was worried about. So it's nice with this. It's all I have to do. Sure, there's wallpapers. So everything that's shown on the overall page is shown here. And I can add in, like, if I want to like have a first slide that's like more of like a heroic one, I can put that here. But I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing overly broken right now, and I can just ship this thing. And I can be done with the fucking website for today, because this is not what I wanted to work on. Oh, interactive's almost ready to go live. What does this red dot mean? Oh, audits. Okay. So I think I got all of them. Let me just double check, then I'll publish, and then we'll fuck off from my website next time. Yeah, put this back on. Yeah. Originals. Okay, I think we're. Oh, and I'm working. I haven't done anything. I probably shouldn't talk about this or wait for it to load. I'm gonna work on a full brand case study based off what I was doing. That's coming. I don't think anyone really cares about that. It's a lot. I know there's always one down here. Catalogs. It's the photos page. Okay, so I think it's all there. If there's a fuck up, you know what? Did my best. All right, back to it. Back to fucking with time. So where's this finish? It's right there, but that's pretty long. See what we got. I'm gonna turn the audio off. We're not working about that. I mean, the easing's become a little harsh, but I mean, maybe I eased out the... I mean, this is done here. If I can get it done here, that'd be nice. Might be too fast, though. That's pretty fucking fast. Done. Done. So, if I fucked anything up, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to. I have to update all these too. No more website. But at least this should be fixed. Yeah, this is useless, but at least it's all here. Okay. Done. No mas. Unless you really want to talk about the website. You got any questions about anything? I mean, it's always kind of what I'm open to. Pretty motivated to get this done. That's just too fast. But yeah, if it's anything in particular you want to ask about, I'm game. Yeah. So at least I have this as marked endpoint. So this ease might help a little bit. And I don't really need that, that incoming velocity, but I'm a creature of habit. What can I say? I'm gonna try without it and see what happens. Yo, oh, I got it backwards. Always. That actually feels pretty good. I'm happy with that. I don't know what this is about. I think anything else really happens. But at least this is... So it holds a little too long. It should be like, as soon as it gets here, let's get this fucking thing moving. Although I'm probably fucking up everything synced to music, but that's alright. Okay, so I got that. But like I was saying, this might be time to insert some like quick... But this RE one, I think... I already have it in the beginning. But I think what I might actually do... Let's see. Right here is where it's... That's the out. I didn't even see that marker, but I'm curious as to why it's missing. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. So what I'm trying to avoid is like showing this. Have this be something that's a bit more dedicated. Um, and definitely not have that move. I think it's interesting enough just with like the interaction. Yeah, you know what? I think I might leave it. I'll just put it at the end. This thing is just still kind of wild. See the background at some point. It's not that bad. I do think the time remapping is a little aggressive. Oh, right here. Let's see. Oh, so yeah, I don't want this as a hold. Yeah, I'm curious to see what's going on with the speed. Still not much. Let's see. This needs to come out. I mean, I'm not avoiding the problem I created. Like this, it's doing that like up and then down. I don't know if that's necessarily the worst thing. And it feels better, but it's kind of carrying over into the next section is the only problem I see. So maybe I think that's okay. If I just hit this next marker. I mean, the move is fast, but I don't think people are going to be judging like, oh shit, like that's real. It's way too fast. This is a real. Things are happening quickly. I think I might get a pass on that. I may come back and revisit it, but it's kind of like why not get that kind of right? And so some of these other heroes too, I think I need to pick a couple that it would be easy to animate. I think the Book of Flower or this is what I might do right now. So hopefully I already didn't take it down. Hasn't redone it yet. So if I do 16 by 9. So if you don't know, this is window resizer, I believe. Yeah, window resizer. So you can set the window size of the content of the whole thing. I find it extremely helpful when it comes to um, doing this kind of thing, like where I need to record multiple. Just trying to get the best way. Let's get screen flick going. Well, 1600. Oh, this isn't 1280 by 1080. Yeah. Not really right. Yeah, I guess it is. I need to create a new preset. Um, presets, new. So viewport, 1280. God, my memory's such shit. 1080. That's right, it's 1080p. I'm like have some reservations about it not being 4K, but just because some of like the video content is 4K capable, but a lot of the assets and JPEGs, it might be too much upscaling. 16 by 9, 1080p. Then I just come up here. Yeah, there's no way in hell. 1280, 1080. That is not 16 by 9. Huh. You know, do a test. Something very obvious is going wrong in my head. It's okay. Right. originals, social assets, 3, 2, 1, objects. T and H. Projects. We'll do this somewhere out here. No man's land. This is not great. Trying to think like what the transition looks like. If it's like on click, it expands out. Then like how does the array? It's almost like it could be like if I do like a pre-comp, like it's just a massive pre-comp with them all. I also want to show like the end of the projects too. I think this through. Because it'd be nice just to have this one in the center and then just have it like after it completes, just scale back. And then as each like row slash column off, it's just in like the staggered sort of start to the animation with fade in. I mean, this is kind of a big project. So I do feel like it might be worth the investment in time. So I can do a quick AC3 project. Good. Yeah. So let's say there's what, 30 some projects, 28. Say let's do it to size so I can understand like what the right canvas size is. This is gonna be massive. I should be able to create an array. So 28. I think what's closest to 16 by 9? Probably. Problem is that there is no center. That's the only problem. And it's a terrible aspect ratio. 2 by 14. Not gonna work. Looks like it has to be. Unless my math is really dumb. Yeah. Still got it. I guess if it's panning out, it's not that big of a deal if it moves off center. Um, hmm. Unless it starts. So it scales. You can't do like center point scale, like set the center point. So I just don't need to show them all. Probably save me some headache. Probably better if I did it the other way too. Um, so if I made a grid, just flip this. Yeah. Yeah, it should work. Yeah. This is just gonna be massive though. So that's the scaled down version, unfortunately. Okay. Oh, it's fucking huge. Right there is where it finishes. Let's see. I don't want to mess with this window location. pull the last frame. Highlight the layer in question, go to... I may not need this because I'm going to do like full scrolling. So maybe I should re-record it real fast. Fuck, I don't think one of the images loaded. I should probably also do it with it properly cached. So now it should be, yeah. Then I have like a full pass under my belt. A little bit extra. And I don't think this clip is going to go 6 seconds. And I might need to do some time remapping to hold all the projects to the exact same position. So then the scrolls all happen at the same time. It'd be kind of nice. Only thing that does bother me is the fact that the corner is cropped like that. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Nope. Am I crazy, or does that gap not look the same? It's not like the same. Oh, well. So what I'm going to do is just get the whole thing down, maybe take a look at timing. But the idea is just to kind of see what it's going to look like in the general move. So all these positions. And I can always just replace footage later. And that's where retiming is probably going to become a thing. Fuck it, I'm gonna eyeball it. This is, again, stuff that's moving so fast, like I don't know if I really need to be that precise. Sorry if you're disappointed in me. So that precise math was good for absolutely nothing. I'm trying to think if I like, if I have to. I don't have to go from the center. Hmm. I need a background too. I don't know if it's like a slow pan. So yeah, it's gonna have to be two moves in one. It's kind of a lot though. I do want to keep it in the middle. Oh, so if I just up the scale a little bit, this is plenty. Position still wrong. It's too low. So now I just need to do 8 more. Ain't nothing to it. Let's do it. Fuck. I was like, I could cut it, but I don't want to get into the business of cutting this stuff. I think let's just do it right. I just forgot to do the preload. I think it'd be kind of nice if there's just like a little bit of variance in each of them. So this is TM. I don't know what's going on. Some of the radios for different albums. Oh, what they're on. So if we add this TM. There's still a chance that this is a failure, but I just don't know if there's a way to like to actually sync it. So I think I have to like lean into the fact that it's just like it just might seem like there's a lot going on is the only thing I'm concerned about. Um, the only thing I'm thinking about now. I'll get rid of all these. I'm happy I'm able to slim this down a bit and not do this many. But with the TM being so short and off to the side, I might just replace this one with TM. Well, so I think go through it, just see what it looks like. Just get these all preloaded. Yeah. God damn it. I was wondering about that too. I was like, is it gonna go back to the same spot? My cursor must have gotten in there somehow. Thought it would be canals. Sure, my cursor's out of there. I think after a couple, I should get an idea whether this is actually going to work or if I just wasted a bunch of time. But I think it should be okay. The fact that it's not synced. I think in an ideal world, it would all be synced up. So it's just like the parity is the content and the interaction and um, not as much about the different interactions. Did I delete the wrong row? Oh, the position's starting on the wrong one. That's why. That'll do it. Well, here we go. And if you're just joining, I'm leaving the audio out for it for now. I've got some things to figure out when it comes to like the delay that's going on with my headset. I tried wiring it earlier and like there was still the same sort of delay, so I don't know what the exact issue is. Why wide world of sports is this doing this? Maybe it's just the easing. Yeah, I think it should be all right. So that's what's weird. Like if you like ease something first, I mean, maybe it's obvious to everyone else, but like how funky things can look if you don't ease them both the same. Just the offset and in position and scale, like it really, it's weird. Okay, so canals is one I wanted to do. I thought you could tab between one. Not. Waka is definitely one. This is just kind of like the production realities of doing this reel. Like sometimes, I mean, a good part of it is collecting assets. Just because I'm impatient, I want to check some of this. And I might like update. The main one actually might be better as Waka. I know like P&H is first, but I also got to think about the color balance too. Like Waka and P&H are very similar. Yeah, I think the offset kind of feels nice. New companies one. Definitely want to do. I think this one because it's so different. I don't know. I couldn't. There's two Epicurrence ones that I like. Yeah, kind of like this one. Well, just gonna make sure the mouse is not. Usually it gets rid of it. I don't know what that's about. So if it's longer, I think it should go left. But again, like colors, it's not pushing it. I think this is. I have an idea. Huh. I'll finally get smart about this. Is it Walker, new companies, the one I want. Got a dark one. I've got TN. Design embrace. I just didn't like the way the colors turned out. All your days, probably. Got a cash. Again, a little bit of like, I'm trying to put some variability in there. It's not perfect. It's all right. New company. Already got that one. Really? That's the first frame? This one again. Almost there. Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? I need one more. Just because the colors are so different. Yeah, I mean, this one's super different. The contents, you know, compared to some of the other ones. I don't think I have a pink one. All preload, yes. All right, last one. Out. Benjamin. Okay. We've got through Epic 6. Nope. 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 Decent color balance. I'd argue these are too close. But that's the problem with this being centered. So maybe it shouldn't be. I just... And this being gray too. Like this middle one should be... Get this all your days. Walk this. Or maybe new company moves middle. And then it's kind of like this diamond of gray. Because this is, it's not gray, but it's that same sort of tonal range. Yeah, let's make this new company. I'm okay with. Would you rather like the content and the yeah, the content and the colors, I think it worked pretty well. Let's see. We got. This is a matter of like how slow the scale is. It's kind of nice that they just like start running on their own. Fans having a field day right. I don't know why they make these fans with like you can pivot them. I don't even think they stick. Nice. It's like they make it with a ball joint. If I can get this up there. That stupid fucking thing can like pivot in any direction, but it doesn't stay. There's not enough tension in it to actually stay where it's supposed to. So all it does is like if you put it on medium, it just gets like it's not balanced, so it's got a natural wobble to it, and then if it hits a resonant frequency, it just like goes even crazier, and then it just clicks and makes all this noise. It's pretty great. All right, I mean that wasn't a total failure. I put this out a little bit. I don't think it needs to go much past this. It kind of gets this like crazy repetitive, showing the resolve and then showing one scroll. I mean, I think that ought to about do it with that. Oh, the other thing I need to do, which would be kind of weird to do on stream, is show streaming assets. Like actually show like a screen recording of me doing live streams. I'm going to talk about if I'm going to talk about what I do, I live stream. All these fruit flies also gonna be the end of me. All right, let's see. Just be stuck with me for a moment. Hold, please. 404 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That number's gone nothing but a couple dips. You know, some people couldn't hang. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Probably holding out for some of these videos I keep talking about all the time. Just never put out. I have a full like 32-minute video talking about like a professional career advice type thing. It's just there's a little salt in my veins when I recorded it, so I don't know if it's really, I don't know if it's the best idea to put out. Just trying to think what the best stream would be to show. Maybe the photo site one? Shows no audio, so you don't get caught in a feedback loop. So this is what I am looking at. Oh, the old start screen. Do not want to hear myself talk. What would be the most visually interesting way to do it? What if I just do like a time lapse as I'm working on stuff? Just find a section where I'm just like continuously working. And then maybe pulling up inspo. I mean, maybe this is not a bad spot to be. Problem is, like, I don't know. I don't want to download the whole thing. If I just do a screen recording, I think I can just have it run in the background. Actually, I don't think I can. Shit. How am I gonna get the browser? Okay. Screen flick. Record. So it won't be the exact aspect ratio. I think is okay. Good time if anyone's got questions. Let's talk about anything. I'm probably just gonna let this record for a little bit and then remap it. Make it quick. Hopefully I don't sit here too long. Not work. Doesn't make for a good time lapse if I'm not working. Well, my text message notification. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, anything you want to talk about? I'm just gonna. Oh, looks like I'm opening a lot of explorations. Okay. Well, I did know I was gonna do that. Probably gonna give this like 5 minutes. And I don't like that I don't. I have the window. I have two of them playing at the same time, and if I click on that window, it's gonna overlap it. Wouldn't be the worst, but at least I can see ahead and I know what's coming. Preview. This one. Fixed. Also want to put up a pull up activity monitor to see like, why this thing is cooking so much. I need to look up why. I keep on like trying to figure out the way to do like a dual PC setup. So if I have my MacBook Pro set up, um, how do I stream from that versus like having everything loaded up? And I looked into it. Apparently, dual GPUs just doesn't. It's like actually a performance hit, if anything. Um, so that sucks. I thought that was going to be an out, something that would also help with DaVinci Resolve, doing a lot of 4K video. Um, but it's really just giving a little more time. I just need to show it like back working on the photo site again. And I'll get out of here. I know this is boring. That's why I'm open to questions, but I don't know. It's been pretty quiet lately. Um, Streaming's a funny thing, but I get it. I don't think I'm necessarily the person to consistently keep people's attention for too long. I think sometimes people's personalities can carry a stream, but I think my works. That's all I got. I got a pretty flat demeanor. I'm not the most excitable. I just kind of, I don't get real worked up about things. I don't have hot takes on everything. I don't want to stir the pot. I want to do clickbait shit. Might go nowhere. I don't know. I think getting the videos is really the big thing. But it's yeah, all these fire drills keep coming up. Like these website, I made a huge mess of that trying to optimize it. Um, so that took a couple weeks. Fruit fly. Um, there's always something, I think, is the problem with me, and I think I'm literally trying my hardest to be the jack of all trades, master of none. And I don't know how that fits in with everything, like from an exterior perspective. I think it might be frustrating if you want to learn in-depth things. Like I think design and like marketing and e-commerce and all that, just interactive in general. Like I think that's where I spent the bulk of my career. That and photo editing, and maybe that's what I need to kind of realize is that everything beyond that is potentially a luxury. and stuff I'm working through. I think there's people who like the fact that I explore things, but there's a lot of people who just don't care to watch me struggle through things. And I can be kind of, oh, this fucking sucks. Like, why is this doing this? I mean, I don't know. I think that's been off-putting to several people. I used to be a lot more negative and just get kind of pissy about things, which is what I do normally. But I don't think people see that on the stream. So ironing it out. But at the same time, like if it's the stuff I need to do, then it's just I just flat out won't stream. I don't know. I don't want to. I like doing everything, and hopefully people understand. Like with everything comes a lack of mastery in most things, and get me an interactive design. I feel like I can hold my own to most people. Editorial design, like I haven't spent as much time. But stuff like type design, there's going to be a lot of growing pains. Getting into color grading in DaVinci, there's going to be growing pains. Yeah, all sorts of stuff that I want to get into. That it's not clean. I don't know. And I don't know if people are expecting just a clean straight line, but I've heard from people they don't. My understanding is that people appreciate the process, although maybe not struggling so much. But why am I going full screen? I'm just looking at like what's coming up. Just watching it now. It's getting close. I just wish it would get back to the fucking design. What am I doing? Great. Gotta look at myself now. Isn't this the thing where people do like reaction videos to old streams and shit like that? I don't get that shit. I just don't even want to watch. I can't listen to myself and like seeing myself. Weird. Well, lots of inspiration. No. Well, you know, I'm gonna call it this. That's 9 minutes condensed down. That should look interesting. It's just not as much work. So I'm just gonna write this down when I export it. So like at least I can like kind of clip together a couple things. If I can close that. Good God. I don't know if I... And so I'm still trying to figure out the ending of it, but I want to have some fun with this. I'm gonna put something really stupid. I was looking at like some 80s car commercials or something. Because if you weren't here for the other day, the idea is kind of like it's lifting from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, that the real is Um, it's like taped over something else. So the beginning part is like it's still kind of serious. It's taped over some of my like desert footage. Um, but the end, I just want to be real dumb. Like if you made it through there, like fucking good on you. Here's some really stupid stuff. I was looking at like car commercials. I'm open to suggestions if you got any good um, ideas for that. You know, all for it. All right. Glad that's over. Download.jpg. I know where that is. That's an Easter egg in the fast cut. That's a meme. Again, saying the quiet parts out loud, but you know, I do. These assets are getting truly. Scale 122, I think. Nope. Bigger. So read. Where is it? Time, enable time remapping. All right, going to get aggressive. This. Something. Working. So we will. It's gonna be this one faster. I mean, let's go. Fucking talk speed. Power. That's it. What if I move this closer? Now we'll be cooking. I don't know if I need as long, but I think something, this might not be the stream, something more visual and something more buried in the work so it shows like process. This is like like I got a question about font selection. I remember this, and it was just sort of a random tangent. But I don't think this needs to be any more than a second. It's just gonna fly. But like this, not helpful. But at least I know how to do it. I know what I want to do with it. What else? There's something else I wanted to. I'm gonna back up. Feeding them is just silly. Can't open that. Show that. NFTs. What a spectacular failure. I don't have anything for like music production. How do I show music production? Could be another time lapse. Yeah, I don't know. Books. I don't think I have anything for that. So Outbound, this is like a working title for the old Iceland book. This design is really old. There's so much in there. Outbound in particular are the two. Oh, there's a teaser video. I forgot about this. I don't know if I want to show this. I'm kind of like steered away from the concept, and the execution's not great, but you know what? I got no shame, so Tempest, fuck it. Ooh, this is like old green too. Yeah, I don't know about that. Sticking around. The color grade's not there. Yeah, how's that ship date coming along? Fall winter 19. Nice glow. Contact me. This is like, yeah, this is fall winter 19. I think there's something to it. It clearly lacks a lot of. I've learned a lot in terms of different motion. I do like the transition out. I can't remember what effect it was. It basically just created like a mosaic pixelation, and if you just ramped up the effect, it would just sort of fade out nicely with like a little wiggle on it, a little glow. But I think there's so many better ways I can do it now. I don't set type like that, tracked out. So this is a little painful to watch, and just like how, like the frame rate of this video, how I could never get stabilizing right on this, or the grade looking straight into the sun, or the stabilization on this. That was all stabilization done in After Effects. And which so as I'm going and doing the content for the TV app, video content, oh, yeah, stabilization through Fusion is not working as well as I was hoping. It's kind of disappointing. I can show it. I mean, it's trying its best, but you can see all the wobble in it. And I've tried like perspective, similarity, like all the different options. I've tried multiple tracking points to track this, because I think there are some things that are pretty well fixed, but some things getting away. I know there has to be a way, so it's just a matter of kind of like figuring it out. But some of those handheld shots in the desert, like savagery. But some of these are working, which is good. Color grade has a little to be desired. I do want to like go through and find, like, redo the grade on the desert shots and have another stab at the stabilization. Yeah, that was 1080p. So we're also testing. I went back and looked at all my videos, and all of the best places I shot video was 1080p. So that's kind of a bummer. I think this is, there's like weird stuff going on with some of these. So the idea is like, this is my iteration, my version of like those Apple screensavers, which are so fascinating, and they have such high camera. Like, I don't know what they shoot with. I think it's like one of those phantom cameras, which is just crazy FPS. What Mac do you have? I have a Mac Pro. Here's the gist of it: 16 core, 96 gigabytes RAM. And then the W5700X for the graphics card. It does really well. It's just, I don't know. Like, there's Adobe doesn't do a great job optimizing, from what I can tell. A big problem I've had is this fucking XDR display. Like, it's beautiful, but the amount of pixels that need to be rendered, it just has a huge ask from the computer, like all the CPUs, the GPUs. So especially Lightroom, it has a tough go of rendering all that stuff. Yeah, go ahead and leave that. Wait, what is this where the proxy video is? Yes. So even with all that, yeah, like I'm considering running dual GPU. I was hoping it would fix things with the stream. Won't, unfortunately, but it would be good for stuff like if I get more into 4K, it would be really nice to be able to I guess I have like a higher expectation than what I should in terms of like what computers realistically can render, like 4K video with color grades and stabilization and all this stuff on top of it. Uh-oh. Hang on 1 second. I think I gotta take this. I'll be right back. Real sorry. All right, sorry about that. I thought it was an important phone call. It was a butt dial. Quite funny, actually. Caught my girlfriend talking about Oreos. Hoping they bring out the 27-inch. Can't see if that's getting cropped off. Is it iMac? Yeah. I wonder what their roadmap is for the iMac. Ooh, did I move that? Did. Yeah, they have to, because the iMac, they don't have the Pro anymore, right? Oh, the Mac. Oh, you have a MacBook? Oh, fuck, yeah. That'll be kind of painful. Is that an image? What are they doing? Gotta be a reason. That's strange. Like, it's fuzzy on my screen. Huh. Interesting. Um, yeah, their Mac line is really interesting. Well, they have the new 24. I literally was just there. Sometimes things just don't really get absorbed. I mean, yeah, I guess the 27. I really hope they bring the Pro back, basically. If they can fit this with like a crazy display, if they just do like a 4K 5, if they do like a 5K display using the M1 with a ton of power, it can be efficient. Um, Man, they could really build like a fucking rad machine. I'm just gonna be so bummed if they come out with a Mac Pro with them like powered by M1 and it just torches the Mac Pros. It's coming. The other thing I'm hoping for is like in the XDR display, like a mid-level 4 or 5K version. I don't fucking need 6K. I know I do a lot of photos and videos, but 5K is plenty of Ks. I'm more for this shit. This is this is why I bought it. But if they could do the same form factor, but like 5K or 4K, I might buy one to pair with it. I don't see myself being baller enough to buy 2 fucking XTRs. Baller or dumb enough? But yeah, if you're using a MacBook, man, I feel for you. Yeah, with the M1s coming out, it's been kind of like a waiting game to see when they're gonna update it. I guess the one thing to look at would be the Mac Rumors Buyer's Guide. iMac Buy Now. iMac Pro. Is it really discontinued though? iMac Pro is dead. Sad. 2X talk about big dick energy. Hey, man. I need all the help I can get with these fucking eyes. I mean, that might just like, that'll finish the job. I'll be blind. Holy fuck, man. At least I like turned down the brightness now. Seems like it'll be out in a few months. So yeah, that's what it sounds like. It seems like they're really aggressively rolling out, and with September being, that kills me. September being like their hardware events, I feel like they're ready for. Yeah, they got to do like the 27-inch iMac, maybe the Mac Pro. I can't believe it's been that long. Oh, 2022 Mac Pro rumor to use Intel's Ice Lake. So not even their own. So this is what's been interesting is like there hasn't been a lot of data shown on whether or not the Apple Silica it works at higher power applications. There's every indication it does, but there's no metrics, there's nothing. It started in mobile devices. They started with like Mac Mini, not like pro level devices. But didn't they do one of the MacBook Pro? Isn't this with M1? Or am I losing my shit? MacBook Air has it. Mac Mini has it. iMac has it. Yeah. You're a senior level or higher designer when your eyes are fried to shit. Your vision is essentially what Neo sees at the end of the Matrix. You got away with words, Sal. God damn it, you're very right. It's just a matter of time. Like, how bad is it gonna be and when's it gonna happen? And I try and like, so some of the things I'm working on with the stream is like, I'm gonna have a fucking timer. Shit. Bottom on the other side, that way. It's gonna be like a water timer, and there's gonna be like a stand up and stretch timer. Mostly for me, but if it helps other people out, great. Yeah, it was just like something to break me out of my fucking 3 hour, 8 hour, just grind it out. Like yesterday, well, this morning I got up at 3:30 for no fucking reason whatsoever. And I just started working. I worked till 9. Took a nap, but just hours and hours go by, and it's just like, God damn, why am I doing this to myself? Or not that. Is that there? Oh, I think this is carryover from this thing. You guys use blue light glasses? I mean, that's all these are. I don't know if I'm just like, if I'm just the sap who bought into it. It seems to really help my eyes. Yeah, this should be short. Oh, I should think of a transition out for this. Yeah. What's going on? One second. All right. Yeah, I think just the out for this clip. I just have it here, project grid. I'm using a small portion. I don't know if I want to time map this, but um so from here I actually need the background to fade out as well. And position of all these. So they're gonna go with this. Yeah, there's only one. It's really a matter of what do I want the delta? Minus 1,000. You know what? I'm gonna do minus 500 and then I'll do a scale shift up. Oh yeah, music. Dying. Let me put on a random. Man, math. Thinking. Oh, fuck. See, I fucked up. And then last one. Think again. I'm not even going. is this? This scale. This actually needs to be above. This is actually just going to reverse it, but fuck. Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, you know what'd be cool? If it transitioned into the live stream. And so it just like scaled back up and went back. I don't know. It'd be a nice transition, but I'm not that sold on that order being correct. Come on. There's really no way to clear that last one. I don't. No, I don't want to do it. Fuck it. I can move this way out here just so I have it. I mean, nothing happens at this point. So I think what I can do is just wipe this. What happened to my scale shift? There we go. Move back. Position. Toggle hold. Nope. Hmm. Let's do 90/40. So a big thing I was working through the rebrand too is kind of like what my motion themes are, and I think panning is definitely one that has a place, and I need to think about how to incorporate a little bit better. Um, because I do it in some of the like initial load-ins of my on my site, so like the transitions, but um, I don't think this is gonna. Yeah, let me make sure actually. Yeah. See, because I don't think the amounts are exact for what it's moving. Or it's not moving at all. That's right, we didn't do it yet. Closer I can get that edge right there. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen yet. This is like kind of end frame type stuff. And I should probably be thinking about how to break this up into just like more flexible organization. Because as time shifts, like it's just gonna have this forever cascading effect. Um, turn this off just for shits to see where things are at right now. It's rough. Some of the timing's definitely not right. It's got to re-render that. And that effect needs to be redone. Why don't I just do this properly? Yeah, I mean the pieces are starting to come together. The timing's just dog shit. Um, the cadence feels bad. Um, but I knew that going in. And that's not something I think unless you really want me to do it on stream. I think doing some of this content animation's more interesting, or I can dive into the track itself and try and get this thing ironed out. Work on some variabilities in the drums. The drum patterns need some work. Actually, we haven't eaten today. Holy shit! It's 4:30. Um, let's see what else I have on my list of things I should. Some collaborations. Tab room. There's not much for motion there. Singer, I could maybe bring another one in. Ari, Apple, just. I think how I show the artboards could be interesting. Really wish these worked out. Sad. Um, should I do it? I don't think I ever have these in any sort of PNG state, but let me see. If I can get these as PNGs, maybe there's something. It'd be kind of interesting to put them on like an arc. It kind of becomes like a radial wipe of sorts. The only thing I don't like about that is that the shadows are so top down. If I start rotating these, that, I really wish that wouldn't do that. Yeah, some like I did these so quickly. I feel like I want to try them again. I might try and get a buddy to do some of them too. But what I'm ignoring is it's a better one. I just wonder, like, thinking how these might interact. All right, green on. Why I didn't do it. I mean, no surprise that they're all super dark, or at least some, most of them. So for reference, this is the original image with a difference. This is one of the ones you'll find in the TV app. Yeah, so all these are based on photos, and I mean I do so much texture. Um, some of them are happy accidents with blend modes. I'll be very honest. So this is this one, but it's not really showing up all that much. And so one thing, if you're doing color grading in Photoshop, the curves you want to stick or set to luminosity. Otherwise, you start like if you increase contrast through curves in Photoshop, you'll get increased saturation. See how red that's turning? Fun tip for today. feel like I need to design more. Especially if I try and bring this back. Oh shit, I don't remember this one. Sort of edibles I was on. Looks like it's just got a simple gradient mask to it. Yeah, gradient map. That's what I meant, gradient map. Colors are dog shit. Most uninteresting. More dynamic. Doesn't go with the background now, of course, but yeah, so much of this is just like cycling blend modes, just trying like, I don't know. It might be slightly underwhelming, but that's kind of the reality of some of these. What is this? Different. I don't know why this is off. So this is supposed to add some additional lighting on top. I don't know. I'll probably come back to it, but at least it's something different from a color perspective. It's definitely not as refined as some of these other ones. But the thinking I was having is I just like set these on an arc, and maybe it just kind of radially wipes. The only thing I'm not sure of is how well or poorly this is gonna do. Um, it's gonna make a duplicate. I always get skittish about doing this kind of thing. So if I just rotate this by 10, I don't need it to be like anything too crazy. Kind of like it standing up too, I'm not gonna lie. But I just want to see this through to see if there's anything to it. This is kind of like a traditional, like you see, like in surfer mags, um, guys with their quiver will put it, they'll like stand in the middle and it'll just kind of be this radial thing that's going on behind them. See one more. Ugh, I don't know if I like any of these. Who marked those green? Bad. That's what happens when you rush things out. Some are good, some are shit. At least there's some symmetry. Almost. Close-ish. This could be a little over. Should pick up all the shadows. Yeah. Oh, oh. How did I not notice that before? Oh, no way did I just do that. It just goes out. I thought it was undoing. That's it. I'm gonna be jumping off pretty soon here anyways. If you got any questions, happy to answer. Or just chat about whatever. This one actually had some consideration to like cropping along the line of the board. The others just kind of pasted on. You can see the ones that have that additional layer on top, showing the beveling. This almost looks like the bottom. Kind of strange. Just with the way the light's hitting. That was... Huh. is much better. I do get the inclination that these should be exported individually, so I can have some sort of offset to them. Oh, no more water. I So sometimes, like, if I leave a file, I'll just leave little notes of things that I need to do or I wanted to do at that time. Leaving them in like notes documents, I don't always check that, but if I can put it in the file and kind of, I don't know, I'm a goldfish, so I always forget stuff. Let's see what else I could show. Excuse me. Google, yeah, I can't show any of that. There's Sonic. I tried to save some of that at a later date. It did not go well. Chrome, that was all motion. Forgot about this. This is like spastic though. Like everything moved. Fucking everything. This is when I was freelancing and they had me come on to purely animate. I didn't do any of the design. It's like, how do you take the current design and bring in like motion concepts to it? Like, what are the motion themes for that site? This is like, there's probably some really egregious. Yeah, the menu's so slow loading in. Like the wipes and the slow pans. I could probably go in the AE file and fix some of it. Oh, I got some of these moves. There could be just short clips that'll work. Let me get this in here. I forgot all about that project. Um, that was the first time I was ever brought on to like specifically for motion, like nothing else. Problem is like I don't like the design on this. It's kind of why I was making that stipulation. Feels like a reskinned Nixon. Minor tweaks. right there. That's a pretty long clip. Oh, there's no shot the full thing plays. I don't know if I like this move more. Yeah. I like how the animation just blows right past the content. Goodbye. That's probably the determining factor. Yeah, let's just leave it there. Oh, yeah. Um, it's getting there. I think I'm gonna do the boards at another time, just because I think I want them to be one by one, and it's gonna be quick, because if this is a reel of like what I can do, you know, I'm sure there's some surfboard shapers who are savvy enough to find my corner of the web, but it's probably not gonna be very many. So, I do want to speak to the range of shit I'm doing, but it's really thinking about who I'm talking to, what I'm saying to them. So, small to mid-sized businesses, I think it's good to show I can just like I can do most things, but yeah, I got to be careful about what the balance is. So that's where like once everything's kind of put together, I can take another pass and kind of refine that. So, all right, yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Gonna get some food, and yeah, thanks to everyone who came through. Pretty quiet, but that's all good. Um, yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna come back. I might just jam through this stuff. Because I definitely don't work as fast, and I work differently when I'm on stream. It's kind of strange. Um, so maybe if there's something else like photos, like I was saying earlier, things that I'm like a bit more sure-footed about. Um, I don't know. This kind of stuff where it's a lot of figuring out, guessing, backpedaling. I don't know. It's a thing. But all right. Thank you everyone. And yeah, I'll be back eventually, a couple days, tomorrow, day after.